Well, what's the crack? We're fucking late. We're late. We're late. It's Wednesday. My apologies. Well, sure, look at you know yourselves. Anybody who follows me on Instagram, you know yourself. I'm up to fucking 90 lads, and I can't complain. There's work coming in. Can't complain. But yeah, we're a day late. So it's the welcome to the Ramble Pod, part of Buckshot Ramble Pod for the 6th of March 2019. Well, what's the crack? I'm not numbering them anymore. I'm giving up the numbering because I mean it's going to get weird. You know what I mean? Because this is going on forever, so it's going to get weird when it's like, welcome to Ramble Pod 6434. Now, I haven't actually worked it out in like, yeah, it will never get to that unless we're doing like 7 a week, which would be cool. But look, I'm just going to stop numbering them. Just, who gives a fuck? You're all very welcome. You're all very, very welcome. I'm up to 90. I'm going to do a quick enough one today. Won't fucking be rattling on for too fucking long. Oh, Jesus Christ, we'd snow and everything over the fucking weekend, lads. It was all over the fucking shop. All over the map. Lovely bursting sun on Friday. Fucking flogging snow on fucking Saturday evening. What a load of shite. Got out though. Got to my gig and all the rest of it. Anyway, gigs this week. As you hear this, Wednesday, tomorrow night, I will be in the Limelight in Belfast. I know I'm on with Alan Irwin and Diona Doherty. I don't know who else is on. I don't think Shane is on. I don't think he is anyway. Anyway, that's where I am. Next Friday. Fuck me, let me open up the old map here, lads. Any other gigs that you'd be interested in that are public gigs, I suppose. Cavanagh's at Portlaoise. I will be there for Friday, the 1st of March. I believe I'm with Emma Doran, which is going to be powerful crack. Emma Doran, myself, and hosted by Mark Doheny, I think. If anybody's in Killarney on Paddy's Day, I'll be down there hosting the Bingo Loco. Most likely sold out. Fucking ridiculous, like. No idea where, but I'll be hosting it. It's going to be fucking mental. And then the 20th, I'll be on Shaw, and 21st, we'll be back in Pug Uglies. I should look to some more point in talking about any more gigs after that. Go to the gigs page, tommomahony.com/gigs. Any of those, again, people keep messaging me about Defending the Caveman. As soon as they come out, I'll keep a check on it. Next week is easing up a little bit. Oh no, fuck no, it's not, because now I'm doing stuff with fucking Get Us and stuff like that, and we're down the country, and oh Jesus Christ, let me see when it fucking eases up a bit. It eases up next month. Yeah, no, every single fucking day is rammed until next month, and even by next month, yeah, jeez. Anyway, don't feel fucking worrying about that. Gigs, yeah, those are the gigs. Oh, by the way, as well, for anybody listening, let me just skip ahead. Where the fuck am I here now? Jesus Christ. I had it there a second ago. It's a fucking shit show. Yes, the 21st of May. I don't know. I hope they've gone on sale, but go see Aaron McCann. I'm going to open for him because it's only right and just that we help out the boy. We get that shit and thing sold out. Very same room that myself and Colin were in, where I opened for Colin. This is my introduction to, I'm going to introduce Aaron to Dublin. Ollie, don't make a fucking show of me. Show up, buy some fucking tickets, go to see Aaron, 21st of May. We'll fucking rip the doors off, we'll have pints. It'll be fucking crack. He's also over in the Roisin Dove on, oh Jesus, he's there on the Friday the 3rd of May. So, I won't be there. I'm down in Cork that night, but get your whole over to see him if you're in Galway. So that's all about the gigs. Thanks very much to Patreons. New Patreon this week. Shout out to Enda. Good on you, Enda, jumping on board. I see him there today or yesterday. Good on you. Fair fucking play. More Patreons, the better. Keep this fucking shit rolling, everybody. I've decided also that I like it like that. If you haven't jumped on it, it's your first time listening, hit fucking subscribe. This is class. It's class podcast. This is one where this is not a soft arts fucking podcast where, hey guys, how are we all feeling? Are we feeling okay? No, this is just fucking having the crack. This is having the crack. If you don't listen to me, if you want to have your fucking back rubbed, it's just not gonna fucking happen, people. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, feel free to chuck some money at the Patreon there. I think minimum is $3, so go for it. You will get the back catalogue of the Tom and Jerry show, and I've gotten a half decent setup with the camera wise, so I'm going to start filming the Ramble Pod live. Will be exclusive to Patreons only. So In that context, you'll be actually there, and if you can jump on your phone, if you've subscribed, you'll get a notification. You can jump through YouTube and ask me questions direct while we're recording it. So how's that for you? How's them apples? Huh? You can fucking watch it direct. So I found out how to do that. That'll be happening either next week or the week after. Next week, yeah, I might be able to get to it next week, but it'll be happening from then on. It'll just be, once I get good at it, it'll be piece of piss. And then Patreons can actually jump on and say, what's the fucking crack, lad? I'm at work. What are you doing? And then we can actually fucking have a bit of a powwow. And yeah, so that'll be the Ramble Pod video, and chat will be purely exclusive to the Patreon. So that's the benefit of getting on that fucking thing, lads. It's the fucking benefit of it. Oh, Jesus, like I said, this isn't, if this is your first time listening, turn off if you're looking for some fucking melancholy fucking soft shit. This isn't a soppy arse fucking podcast. And I shout out to, I didn't pick up your name, dude, but I met him after the Bingo Loco. I ran into him, ironically, and coincidentally, as we were just talking about, at the Collins gig upstairs in Whelan's. I was chatting with him, big tall chap. I met him on the street. He was coming out of, I was chatting with a bouncer I know on a nightclub on Leeson Street. He was coming out of it. He'd been to the Bingo Loco. And he was just like, fucking fair play. Fucking thanks, yourself and Colin, putting out podcasts where we can fucking have a right all fucking, just normal people. We've no agenda. There's no fucking, not selling fucking some nichey fucking thing. It's just a fucking crack. That's all you're selling, is the fucking crack. And it was that's meeting a real human going, fucking sound for that, lad. Fucking sound. Like, no, you're more than fucking welcome. This is the people we're doing it for. Blokes and fucking lasses who just fucking like easy going old fucking shite and crack. Because I'm not a qualified fucking psychologist. I'm not going to be helping anybody. Do you know what I mean? And I don't claim to be. I know what I know. I can tell jokes. That's what I do and I tell jokes. Well, here, lads, what's the fucking crack with the turn up? Like, the heat hasn't got, like, it's still cold in Ireland right now, but why are there so many smelly cunts around the place? Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Like, I've been fucking raw myself a few times. Like, after, you'd be working, fucking doing a bit of physical labour, you go, oh cheers, better jump in the fucking shower after that. Like, they're smelling themselves, lads. There's fucking young lads going around there, like, and I don't mean like 15, 14-year-olds, because they don't know what they're fucking at. They smell like a fucking, a slurry pit at the best of fucking times, like, but they can't help that. They don't know. But if you're in your fucking 20s and you're fucking smelling like a fucking drag, and by drag I don't mean a drag queen, I mean drag hunting, where they actually a soaked fucking stinking rag, they put it on a pulley. If anybody who's seen the film, this is deviating, but it's explaining a fucking term here, because I say it a lot in everyday life. I probably haven't said it too much in the podcast, but it's, if you've ever seen the film Man About a Dog, so rather than using an actual hare to get lurchers to run after, they put an electric winch at the top of a hill to a tree, and it's on a line, and on the end of that line is a stinking rag, normally with fucking blood, typically, but it's fucking stink, and they let the dogs off, and the winch goes flying up the fucking hill, and the dogs go booting after it. And basically, when you talk about a fella being fucking stink, you could run a fucking drag with the fucker. And like 4 fellas in the last 2 days now. 4 different fellas, all fucking youngish fellas, not fat or nothing. No excuse, like. Fella there inside in fucking Tesco's, they are stacking shelves. And like he's got a job. Do you know what I mean? He's functioning in fucking society. Just a fucking bang off the bastard. I said it out loud. I said, what in the fuck is that? And I turned around. Your man kind of looked at me, was looking around, and herself was with me. I was like, fucking hell, the smell. And I just came out. Couldn't fucking help it. You'll be getting yourself to fucking together. If you're an able-bodied fucker, wash yourself to fuck. We're in Ireland. There's heaps of water. Stand out in the fucking rain, you bastard, with a bar of soap and fucking clean yourself down. Fucking smell yourself going around the place. Jesus Christ, I can understand how people can be delusional, turn up to the X Factor and just fucking thinking they're great singers, but they don't really have an ear for it, you know what I mean? So they're actually shite. But like, every fucker has a nose. Do you know what I mean? You can smell yourself. You can. If you smell fucking, if I can smell you from 12 foot away, then by fuck you could smell yourself. Get in the fucking shower, you dirty bastard. 2 other fellas just standing in shops, and not workmen, like, not fellas in fucking, you never smell them boys. Them lads that have to coming off a building site, like, because they're washing themselves on the reg. It's one fella was in a fucking suit yesterday in the petrol station. Fucking hell, tonight was peeling fucking paint to us beside him, like, Jesus. Fucking hell. 2 fellas then running into gigs then, like, over the last 2 days, like, you're going, lad, come here, I just for a photograph. You're like, fucking Photoshop me in, you cunt. I no bother, but stand over there, and you can clip the fucking distance, and put us standing beside each other. But you I'm not squeamish, but more out of principle. Wash your fucking self, you dirty bastard. No fucking excuse for people. There's no excuse for it. Don't be a smelly bastard. Simple as that. Fucking don't mind a man that's after, or a woman that's after doing a day's fucking work. You go, oh, fair enough. But that's fucking not washing for 4 or 5 days when that's stinking. You know, that sour old smell, like, you're going, you fucking Jesus, you savage. Do you know, actually, do you know what the fucking job is? I got the haircut the other day, and it was an impromptu haircut. Needed a bit of an old tidy up, and I was on the way to a thing, and I pulled in. I was in Nace, and I just popped into this barber's that happened to be in kind of the mini shopping centre that's there. I had a grand job, and we were chatting away. She was Lithuanian or something, this one. She's a nice old sort, anyway. She took cutting away. And she says, so what will I do for you? I said, listen, I wouldn't tell a pilot how to drive the fucking plane. Cut away the fuck. I says, grand. Keep it out of my eyes. The usual line. She's like, okay, I cut away. So she's cutting away, and she's full of chat, like, in fairness to her, which is odd now for an Eastern European. Like, typically to be quiet enough, all sorts. And which I'm normally okay with. You know, that's not, you know, it's not worse than sitting in and you're forcing yourself to say to that taxi driver, you on for the evening, you are? You know, that small talk shit, fuck off. Don't say it unless you've got something original to say, like. But she was full of the chat. She was talking about her old lad. I says, look, she goes, her old lad it's funny, like, she says, a fella your age not giving a bollocks about his hair, like. I said, sure, the bit of it that's there, I says, sure, what am I supposed to fucking do with it, like? Cut away to fuck. I trust you. She's like, her old lad back in Lithuania or whatever, he won't get his hair cut. I say, she was making it out that he thought she was a specialist fucking barber or whatever that he'd wait on. He was fucking meanness is all it was. She was like, it was 6 months go by. He'll like big hair, head to hair go. I cut his hair when I come home. I think he thinks I'm probably the only person who can cut it. And I wanted to go, your fucking old lad don't want to spend the fucking bob. That's what it is. You're coming home with the free scissors and you're cutting his fucking hair for him. But she was saying that he used, wait till you hear this for a fucking savage. She shaved the neck with the old straight razor. She goes, well, I give it straight razor. I said, no, don't fucking bother. I said, just give it a clippers with the electric fucking yoke. She says, my father, he liked straight razor. And I got to put on shaving balm. I was like, where is your shaving balm? And he says, I use vodka. 98 proof. 98% proof vodka. The old boy was using to rub it on his fucking neck and you take a swig of it. Ha! Isn't that the roughest shit you've ever heard? I was like, that's the manliest fucking thing I've ever heard. Because she's just been kind of slagging off her old fella for being a bit of a prima donna. I think she doesn't know her old fella at all. Any man that fucking rubs 98 fucking proof into his neck just as aftershave, that's a fucking savage. He's no prima donna waiting for her to come home and cut his hair. All that is meanness. He don't want to fucking pay for it. Fucking hell. Vodka, rub that into your fucking neck. Huh? How do you like them apples? And just fucking bite down, take a swig of it and just fucking walk out with a gun. And just fucking sort out the day's business. Huh? I'm gonna fucking give it a go. I'll video that shit. Shave my neck and fucking give it... I'll shave my face and put some fucking vodka on it. See, can I get some fucking real rough... poaching. That's what I'll get, fucking poaching. Rub it on my face. I'll cry like a fucking absolute schoolgirl. But you look at it. It'd be worth videoing, wouldn't it? What a fucking savage. But even she was saying, like, her younger brother, when they were in school, like, he came home fucking head full of lice one day. She went to cut his hair. I said his head was walking, like, you know, it was just full of fucking old lice. You know, kids to be dirty bastards anyway, like we were talking about. But came home and he was head full of lice. And, like, she was asking, will she go to the pharmacy and get some of this lice stuff? And the old lad fucking out with a fucking petrol. Leaded petrol at the time. This is years ago. Leaded fucking petrol. Out to fuck into the backyard, he says. Take off your shirt there and you tip over your head. And rub a bit of fucking petrol into your fucking hair. Huh? Did it, and give him 2 washes of it too, just to kill every last fucking thing. Like, he went up, had a shower to wash it out, and then came down and he washed him again with more fucking petrol. And charged him 25 quid for the for the top up. Fucking petrol in the hair. These are all good fucking life things. I might start doing this with my child when it arrives. Surely bit of God it'll get lice at some fucking stage. We all got lice at some old fucking stage. Don't be pricking around with it with an old one that them old combs or anything. Just fucking petrol on the hair. Fucking kill every last fucking living thing on your head. You know, might fucking burn off your hair, but sure, don't smoke fags. I thought that was the coolest, toughest thing I've ever fucking heard. All on one fucking haircut. She got a tip anyway for that bit of fucking tidbit. I says, in my own head, that's going into the fucking podcast, sure. I'll tell everybody about it. Oh, Jesus. What are we up to? 15 minutes, lads. The fucking clock is ticking here. I've got to eat a bite to eat and get the fuck out the door. I think I'm in Where the fuck am I this evening? I'm at Dooney and fucking near Tullamore, I think. I don't even fully know. I got a message on the maps and I'll just fucking click it and keep driving until I get there and turn around and come home and I'm done there. That's pretty much it right now. It's just, fucking, I'm gonna have to get some amphetamines or something to keep me fucking going. But sure, look at, who'd be fucking whinging? Fucking hell. Oh, it's like, you know, like we were talking about it with Justine Stafford. Anybody who was listening, like sometimes when people start, you know, cracking your jokes open and going, but what were you doing with it? And you're like, oh, like this, you know, we were talking when people start dissecting your jokes, but they're picking out, they're not, sometimes there's too much fucking, jokes can be too smart for their own good sometimes, kind of what we were saying. And I was just thinking about there, it was actually true from the other day being, I enjoy a nice coffee out of Avoca Hand Weavers. It's only over the road. I know I'm a pure wanker. And I talked about this place before. Everything is a fucking marked up. Bar the coffee is normal enough price and it's really good and it's right next door to where we're living. Or it's on the handy pull-in anyway to get in there. So I went in there the other day, there's this prick in front of me, like he just had knob written all over him, like, and he kept on trying to pay with his Apple Watch, and he's swiping it off the thing, It's not working. Of course he's got to use his fucking card, like, and he's raging, you know, and I'm going, come on, there's a queue behind us. And I just wrote a tweet today how I was standing behind this guy while waiting for my coconut flat white, as he uses his fucking Apple Watch or whatever, and I'm questioning everything about life now. And most people kind of went, I don't even know you anymore, Tom. That's the response. You get the 3 layers to that joke. I'm also a prick for asking for a coconut flat white. I'm also a prick for being an Avoca Hand Weavers. And the fact that I'm giving out that a guy happens to be in front of me with a fucking Apple Watch, I'm also a prick. Do you know what I mean? But he is also a prick. But I'm admitting the whole thing because I'm questioning my life choices at the end of the joke. It's all there. The answer to that joke, the response to that joke is, I don't even know who you are anymore. You've gotten all the context of it. And most people are kind of like that. But then you see but do you know what your flat was? And you're like, oh, lads, okay, I get coconut flat. What do you do? Yeah, just take it all in, mix it in a bowl, and gulp it down. Don't break it up. Like, anyway. But the truth of it was, this cunt was actually trying to pay for his coffee with his fucking watch. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You gonna call the car on that as well? Fucking hell tonight. On your watch. Like, a wallet is a hard thing to walk around with, like, you know. And the watches look like children's fucking watches. They're not cool. They'll be like, they're not cool. You have a phone because it's a phone. Do you know what I mean? You can pay with your fucking phone. Here's this guy with his wrist awkwardly turning it over to try and swipe it on the fucking card machine when you could just go in your wallet and actually hold your wallet to the fucking card machine. Do you know what I mean? This doesn't bother me at all that I have to do all this extra fucking effort because, do you know what? Apple tells me that it's actually more, do you know what? Chip yourself, you cunt. Put a fucking chip in yourself if you think fucking technology is that great, you fucking dickhead. Oh, it was just sad but brilliant to watch it actually happen. He kept on swiping and swiping and swiping. You're going, oh. Having a watch that's kind of your phone and kind of a watch, but you have a phone, you probably have a watch at home. Yeah, no. Just make it fucking one or the other. Do you know what I mean? It's like I remember chatting with a guy one day, he was an older bloke, he was working for Land Rover. He was talking about the innovations that Land Rover had coming up, that they have this heads-up display that comes up on the windscreen. Comes up on the windscreen when you go over a really steep hill, like a fucking humpback bridge or whatever, that actually what it does is because there's so many cameras underneath the vehicle that, you know, the bonnet would normally block out the view of what's underneath what you can't see the ground from under you. The cameras will actually, on that heads-up display, will cancel out as if there was ever a bonnet there, and you get to see everything that's on the ground. And he's saying all this to me, like, because this is like 20 grand extra or whatever to stick into this, and I had to ask the question. I went, why? Why the fuck do you need that? If you need cameras under your yoke, under your Jeep to drive it over a fucking hill, then you shouldn't be driving a fucking Jeep. And you could see your man's disappointment. He'd obviously been fucking fed. And he's an old enough fella too. He knew fucking, you know, he should have known better, like. Do you know, you're supposed to build cynicism when you get older. And this old bastard was telling me this shit like, yeah, listen, this is fucking awesome. Because he just had it piped into his ears from a crowd he'd been working for forever. And he hadn't ever once stood back. And he couldn't answer me. He kind of looked at me and went, oh. And you could see him kind of fucking But then he was looking at me because I was a prick. I went, why? And it just broke him. But he wouldn't take a backward step as people don't these days. Do you know what I mean? It's a healthy thing to take a backward step. You get caught out rotten with a fucking thing like that, you should just start laughing and hold your hands up. It makes it all the more easier for everybody involved. But if you dig your heels in, because most people think they're right on every level these days, he just couldn't. He didn't have the mental maturity to go, you fucking have me there, actually. Now, I have to do that on a daily basis because, like, even we're in the shop earlier, we're looking for fucking bin bags of all things. Just bin bags. And it just struck me. No sign of the bin bags where they typically would be. We walked like for fucking 30 seconds, turned around. They'd been behind us on the other aisle all the time. The two of us looked at each other and went, what a couple of dickheads. Do you know? Whereas, you know, the likes of him would go, why weren't the bin bags where I thought they would be with the rest of the things where they typically are? No, look, they weren't. And you didn't even try and fucking give it a 50-50 shot of turning around and see where they're behind you. We were to blame there. Do you know what I mean? So, self-criticism isn't a bad thing. I don't know where I was with that story at all, lads. Petrol, haircuts, lice. Oh, here's one for you. Just like pulling in at that motorway. Keep a fucking eye out for this. So I'm pulling in. I just pulled in. I went to answer the phone. This is after getting the haircut. I was about to drive away, pulled back in again. Inside in this car park. Bang, bang, bang. This back on the back window. Back fucking passenger side window. I turned around. Now this is one, like I said, I pulled in at a lay-by a couple of months back, I think it was, on the way back up from Limerick, and a guy taps on the window saying his car was running out of petrol, he needed fucking money. I told him to fuck off, because I'd seen this one at least 7 times before. Guy does this, he goes, I'm very sorry, I just tapped in the back, I didn't want to frighten you. I said, why are you banging on my fucking back window? They psychologically know what they're fucking up to, these shysters, right? They know full fucking well what they're up to. I was just... because they want to catch you on the hop. They think you just pulled in, you'll just fucking throw them some cash just to get them the fuck away. And I just put the window down. Get the fuck away from my car. I've seen this too many fucking times. Walk the fuck away or I'm calling the guards. And you can see your man just dusted himself off and walked away. No, you know what I mean? If it was a person genuinely in trouble, you go, seriously, I desperately am in fucking trouble right now. I'm so sorry. Sorry. He just blanked me like he hadn't even, like he hadn't even spoken to me. Just blanked me, went, boom, that's a dead one. I can't go after that one. So be wide awake. Do not get caught in the hop, because that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for somebody who's just pulled up to a space and your head is somewhere else, and bang, bang, bang on the window. The van is after breaking down up the road. This is the shit he's coming out with. I'm like, fuck off. Fuck off. There's no fucking van broken down up the road. You couldn't have, where we are, you couldn't have walked in from somewhere. Unless you've covered serious fucking miles to get in here on foot. Lo and behold, I swung around the back of a fucking wall that was at the back of there he was walking back to a perfectly fine fucking van. And I waited. I took my phone call and I parked up the fucking road and they drove on out in the van. You're like, you motherfucker. So, I'm telling you that as education, people. Telling you that as education. Be fucking wide awake for these motherfucking shysters. If they bang on your fucking car window, just don't even bother. Don't even blank them. Or tell them you're calling the guards. Because that's all they're up to. That's all they're fucking up to. Motherfuckers. Anyway, that'll fucking do. Right, subscribe, rate, share, tell everybody about it. If it's your first time listening, we're out twice a week with this one. I already have this week's recorded. Buckshot interview recorded. I'm going to get around to editing it Friday night. So it'll be out Saturday morning. So, one of the great men of music died this week. Keith Flint. Fuck. I'm not a big music person, but I've always fucking loved the Prodigy. Had their t-shirts, had all their shit. Music for a Jilted Generation was the second album I ever bought. First album was Fine Malt Lyrics by the House of Pain, which is on a tape. I was a cool enough youngster. Those are too cool, even by today's standards. Those are too cool fucking albums they've gotten. Music for a Jilted Generation. Well, I remember going to the Gael Talk. It was cool as fuck that I had it on CD. Everybody fucking, we nearly wore the thing out at the Gael Talk. Then we had, of course, Fat of the Land came out. Fucking hell, songs on that shit like fucking Smack My Bitch Up. What a fucking mad song to come out with, like, and make a fucking, like a stripper video. The stripper video, like, you know what I mean? Just mad fuckers. The combo of fucking punk, dance, fucking house, everything. Fucking just shit. Anyway, shit that a bloke like him dies fucking early. Because we're still gigging. Got to see him in fucking, I think it was, where the fuck did I see him? Was it in fucking Punchestown? Got to see him years ago anyway. And of course, they didn't disappoint. Like I said, I'm not a big musicy person. In that I enjoy music, but I just don't know enough about it. So I'm not at a nerd level, but I know that I've always fucking loved Prodigy. So it's a bit of a sickener. It's not like I was following him, seeing what he was doing. He was obviously semi-retired. A lot of them probably were. They're probably making a fortune with 100 million views on every fucking video they have. But yeah, fucking sickener. Fucking sickener. Cool. Nobody else like him. I mean, he kind of carried on, I suppose, the punk tradition, but I mean, they weren't that. Do you know what I mean? They were kind of a mixed bag of a band too, which made it even really cool. So they had a mixed bag of fucking everything. Real banging fucking heavy, aggressive fucking music. And I know, they'd be known for, when they came back out, they caught Firestarter. Got a lot of people who weren't originally fans kind of came on board and stuff like that. And they had, obviously, there was Voodoo People. And like I said, there was Smack My Bitch Up and stuff. But I think one of the ones, if I was ever, I know I fought a little bit, but I didn't, it was never in never in a proper environment where you could have a ring entry fucking music. But I think this would be it. If I had an opportunity to be a boxer, I think this would be my ring entry music. And I'm just going to play it out. Just going to let this play on out, and this will finish it up, right? Thanks very much for listening. Go on away, and I'll talk to you again on Saturday, everybody. On Saturday.